Today we are going to take a look at variables, expressions, and statements in Python. So this is the second tutorial. If you've not seen the first one, click up there and you're going to be able to see it. So let's start with variables. So what exactly are variables? Variables are stores of data in a program. So they have a name and they have a value, and the value can be changed during program execution. So let's create a new file here. I'm using Visual Studio Code. You can use whatever IDE that you want to use. So let's create variables or .py. So that this is visible, that should be good. Close that. So let's create a first variable, something like a name. Name is equals to, we can use my name, Breton. We can have another variable, age. Age is equals to 30. 30 is an integer. So we have just created our first variables. So let's print these variables. We can just print the name. We can just print name separately, name, and also print age. I think that should work. See if it works. Save. So I'll close this one. I'm in Python class. I need to go into select one. Clear that. So Python variables. Let's see, Breton and 30. So that means we have successfully created the variables. And as you create variables, you have to note 4 things. There are naming conventions for variables. So the naming conventions include variables should start with a letter or an underscore. You see, we started with N or we started with A for the 2 variables. So, but you can still have that there. Let's see if it works. That is an underscore. Let's go open, delete that, go up. You see, we still get the touch. So that means that the variable name can still start with an underscore. Then the variables can contain letters, names, letters, numbers, or underscores. Then thirdly, variables should be descriptive and not too short to avoid single letters. And then if you're using lowercase, use an underscore for multiple words, e.g. this could be my first name instead of name. Let's change this here, first underscore name. Go ahead and clear and just show that. So you can see there's Breton touch. So that is how you create variables. Next, let's look at variable assignment. We have already done it by just explaining how this works. So look at this. We have a first name. We assign Breton to it. So this is what we call variable assignment. So you already know what it is. Assignment, it's just clarifying. And you see age is equals to 30. That is also another variable assignment. We're going to look at variables, expressions, and some statements in Python. So now let's go ahead and look at expressions. So what are expressions? Expressions are combinations of values, variables, and operators that evaluate to a single value. Those are expressions. Let's create a new expression here, a new file, expressions by. Let's go ahead and create an expression, for example, result. So result is equals to 7 is an integer, 7 multiplied by, we'll have 4 plus 3. So let's see what the result will be. Let's print the result here. Let's go ahead and run this. We need to remove that there. Let's run that. See, no, we are running the wrong file. So clear. So Python expressions.py 49. So 7 times this, you have to do the brackets first. So 7 times 7, 49. So we have looked at expressions. Expressions also have arithmetic operators. So we have addition, we have subtraction, we have multiplication, we have division, We have modulus, which is a remainder. We have exponentiation. For example, 2 squared by 2, that would give you 4. And then we have a floor. So let's just create a simple variables, two simple variables, x and y. You can remove this, we no longer need them. So you can have x 10, so that we show the arithmetics, and we can have y as 3. And let's go ahead and first of all calculate the sum, x plus y. So let's print that very quickly, sum. So tab on that, you'll be able to get that. Let's look at all the answers at the same time. Then we have diff, which is a difference. We can do x minus y. Then print, print the diff. Go ahead and do product. So x times y. Then let's print the result, product. Let's go ahead and do quotient, which is a division. Quotient should be equal to x divided by y. We get print quotient. We're going to look at all this when we're done. Then the remainder should be now the modulus. Remember, we mentioned the modulus. So x modulus y. Give us the remainder. Print remainder. So we go ahead and do the exponent. So let's have x exponent y. Let's print exponent. Go ahead and floor. Find the floor of the division. So x and floor y. Print. Let's print floor. So that should be that. We have shown we have two variables, x and y. We have a sum, we have a difference, we have a product, we have a remainder, we have a quotient, we have a floor. So let's do the sum there and see. Let's run the file expressions. So let's go ahead and see what it returns. So for the sum should be 13, you can see that. For the difference should be 7. For the multiplication of product should be 30. For the quotient should be 3.33 something. And then for the modulus should be 1. And then modulus, remember, is a remainder. And then for the exponent, that is x exponent y, should be 1000. And then the floor should be 3. So we have looked at the arithmetics or arithmetic operations. Now let's finally look at the statements. So what are statements? Statements are the basic building blocks of a program, and they perform a specific action. Some examples of statements include variable assignments like the ones we have already done, loops, and then we have conditionals. So assignment statement is this example, like what we had done here. X is equals to 10. This is assignment. This is assignment statement. This is an assignment statement. Make sure you practice a lot with this so that it's able to be ingrained into your brain. And then there's a print statement. We've already done a print statement here. There's a print statement. Then we have conditional statement. For example, let's do an if here. So if x is greater than 0, what do we do with it? If x is greater than 0, let's print x is positive. Of course, if something is greater than 0, it's positive. Let's see what is returned. So let's clear that. Let's see. So x is positive, so that's true. So that is an example of a conditional statement. Now let's write a simple program to calculate the area of a rectangle. Please do that on your own and then give the answer in the comment section. But I'm going to show you how it's done. So let's find area.pi. So in an area, what do we need? We need a length and we need a width. So let's first of all do assignment of the length. So 10. Then we have the width is 5. So the area will be the length times. Remember we did the arithmetic width. And then we did a print statement. So print area of the rectangle is the rectangle should be what? What should be the area? The area should be what we have as area. I can just give you a simple assignment. Go ahead and instead of assigning the length, try use the user input and let's see what you get. So that is for you to try and do. So Python area. There you go. The area of the rectangle is 50 because 10 times 5 is 50. So ladies and gentlemen, you have a basic understanding of variables, expressions, and statements in Python. Make sure to practice these concepts and experiment with the different examples to strengthen your knowledge. So in the next tutorial, we'll be diving into control structures such as if statements and loops. So see you in the next one. Bye bye.